Hello, welcome back to, well, what was the SprueSurgery YouTube channel. This is now the SprueSurgery Patreon channel. So to get things going, I've decided to build a kit. It's probably my most prized kit, maybe. Certainly one of the top two anyway. And it is the Williams Renault big scale series. This is very hard to get hold of at a reasonable price now. These are very expensive, and you know, I just always kept hold of it. I didn't know whether I was going to build it or keep it or what. I never really knew, but I've decided that to give the Patreon channel the best chance of success, I need to put something into it, and I'm taking a leap, and I'm going to be doing this build. It's only going to be on the Patreon channel. There may be little snippets that I put on YouTube to try and entice people to join, but generally this is going to be for YouTube and the Vulcaners as well, and we'll go from there. So this is episode 1, and I already had done a kit review for this. Unfortunately it was really shoddy, and it wasn't acceptable, so I'm going to do it again now. We'll look at the pieces, and then in part 2 we'll start building. So let's get to it. So here we go. Here's the instruction booklet. It's very, you know, quite a thick booklet for instructions go. Got some nice pictures on the front there. Shame they're not in colour. You know, the black and white ones are just not really. You can't really get across with the colours and everything. So, you know, fortunately I know this car quite well, so we'll move on anyway. So we're just gonna, you got all your regular stuff in here. I'm going to speed through this because you more or less know everything that's in it. There's a lot of information on the first page there about the car, tips on, you know, modelling. Then we've got engine build going together, injectors, various bits and pieces there, cylinder head covers going on, just seeing those cylinder head covers, and then we've got the rear actuator rods there, they're going on. We come over and we've got the rear lower arms, and going on to those are I'm not sure actually what they're just screwing onto the engine by the looks of it there. So yeah. Then we've obviously got the discs going on, all that sort of stuff there. Flipping over, fuel injector assemblies going together there. What's that there? I didn't see. Is that a pump? I don't know. Injectors. So this is all the ejector assembly here, really. Tie rods there going in. Engine mounts. I think there's another page hidden away in there. Then we have, so we got our mono cockpit sort of thing now. I forget what they call it. Do they call it a pod or cockpit? I can't remember now. Monopod, something like that. All your other bits, you've all seen these sort of instructions before. I'm literally just showing, just trying to get that straight there. So you've got a rough idea of, it's quite complex as models go. You know, there's a lot, all these, everything's laid out really nicely and it's clear, but it's you know, it's very detailed. So there you can see there's quite a lot to it. And then we've got our you know, wheels and that going on there. Of course, we've got all this all these covers and that are going to need to be painted, and they're going to have to be painted absolutely pristine, because we know how they look there. And then we've got applying decals there. There will be another bit on decals in a minute, and then funnily enough you've got the sprue guide at the back. It's normally at the front, I don't know about, and then a list of spare parts if you need to order them, I believe. That's that. So anyway, motoring on, then we've got our decals and a few other bits. So first of all, everyone knows the Canon logo. Takes me back, that I remember that. The old was it Labatt's that was on there as well? So there we've got our Canon logo. Let's move them out of the way. Oh yeah, Labatt's, yeah. Then we've got our Elf, Labatt's, Renault, and these I don't know who does their decals, to be honest, on these when these were done, but they are very nice. They are not too thick. Yeah, they look really nice. Yeah, there's Mansell, my favourite driver. When I was following Formula 1 back in the day, Nigel Mansell was my and we've got extra stripe in there. I don't know what that's about. So two little sort of smallish decal sheets, which is great. Keen-eyed observers among you will have noticed there is no Camel logos on there. Those that are not aware, Camel was a cigarette sponsor. They were Camel cigarettes, and they sponsored Renault Williams back then. Now, for some silly reason, we're not allowed to put they're not allowed to put cigarette decals, advertising decals in, which is ridiculous. I'm going to be buying them elsewhere, but it just seems kind of silly that they think that people are going to start smoking because they've put a Camel decal on their kit. We've got this nice, it's like a satin fabric. This is not a paper, this is a fabric. You can feel it's very satin. So they're going to be the belts, obviously. Yeah, I do like the look of those. They're quite smart. We've got a sheet of foil, or I forget what you call it. I've got loads of this. This is it says metal for cut the foil shape as shown with a broken line. So on the back, this on the back we got the shapes there that you're supposed to cut out. Yeah, the focus is not great on that camera, which is odd. Yeah, focus ain't brilliant. Apologies for that. Can't really do anything about that. And then we've got, I think these are like some more decals, but they're the Goodyear ones that go on the tyres. Excellent. That's the decals and the other bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Oh, mustn't lose that. Right, and then we come on, start looking at the parts now. So first up, we will look at this rear section. I hope that's not a chip out of there. I'll check that in a bit. Yeah, I hope that's not a chip. No, I think that's meant to be there. Right. Yeah. Not much to say about it really. There's two panel lines. It's very smooth. There's no flash. Yeah, not a lot to say about that really. That's what it is. So leave that there for a minute. And then we've got the front section. Again, there's not too much to say, not a great deal of panel lines. There is some texture to this though, on the tops there. I don't know whether it's going to come through very well. It's mainly, they've gone for like a carbon fibre type hatching or something on there to try and make it look. It's not coming through. No, it's not coming through. It's very faint, but it's there. And again, no, very nicely done though, very crisp. And that's, I'm guessing, will go. That's sort of. Is that going to go in like that? Something like that, I guess. It's going to be interesting to clamp and hold together because it's very flimsy. So leave them there as well. Then we've got the wheels, two sets. I'm just going to get one out. Obviously, back set's a lot wider. Let me see if I can bring. Just seeing if I could bring a bit more light down. There we go. Not a lot. Recessed, you know, spokes. Then we have the bottom. So I don't know, skid plate, I guess, or whatever they call it. That's on just the bottom, really. Again, there's nothing to, no real panel lines as such, just very, very smooth, very well moulded. It's hopefully going to fit together very well. I am looking forward, now I've made the decision to do this, I am looking forward to, if I can just get it back in the, do I really need to put it back in the bag? Come on, in you go, don't fight me, there we go, right. And then we've got some other pieces, so again, so what have we got here? I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure what we've got there, but we've got some bits and bobs on there. Sorry, can't identify what they are, but maybe something to do with the brakes. Could be, don't know. And then some more, so that's the headpiece there, the shroud that goes around the where his head sort of sits against. And these are just little sort of finishing pieces here and there. We've got the back fin part of that, or is it the front? No, it's not the back, it's too small. I would have thought it would have been a bit too small for the front and all, maybe part of the front. Ah yeah, I see. So yeah, and we've got various other parts there. Again, nothing really on them, just location holes and such like. So let's put that on there. And that. Then we've got, we're starting to get to the stuff now that's going to have more detail in. So we've got, this looks like the injector assembly there, part of it. We've got the we have the, just trying to steer, we've got the steering wheel there. Other little bits and pieces again, electronic boxes, there's some pedals, I believe they're pedals, yeah, we've got some pedals, and a headrest. Did I see a headrest? No, maybe not. So we've got that. Yeah, but we're starting to come through to the bits now that are going to have a lot of detail on. I just want to keep them in the bag just for now until. So we've got exhaust pieces here, brake discs I can see. So here we go. Radiators, you can see the fins on there, and cylinder head covers. Did I see rocker cover there, like a rocker cylinder head type cover? Here's all your exhaust pipes, cooling system and that, brakes. I'm just trying to see what else I can see here. More brake stuff down here. I'm not sure what this is. A lot of detail on it though. Very good. Yes. So where they've got detail, they've got like loads of it. Absolutely loads of it. Very well done. Superb detail, no flash. I've not seen any flash at all. Of course, we will get we'll get a proper closer look at these when we start putting it together. What I will do is I will swap the cameras over because the other one's got a better close-up focus system on it. Oh. And we've got another one. This has got the rear, so the sides of the vehicle. We've got the rear fins. There's the cockpit seat there, loads of other bits on there. That's exciting. You know what, I've done it with all the others, I'm not going to bother with that one. We have a tiny little bag of screws, and there's a lot of screws in there. There's a lot. I don't know how many exactly, it will say somewhere. Oh, it does on the back, look. There's 39 1.2 by 2.5, 59 1.2 by 4 mil, 5 1.6 by 5, 4 1.6 by 10, and 6 2.6 by 16 mil screws. That's a lot for a model. And then the only bit of, believe it or not, the only bit of metal plastic, you know, the chrome looking stuff, is this, and it's actually very good. They haven't overdone this at all. It is superb, and yeah, it's a shame because once I cut it, it's gonna have, yeah, so we'll see how it goes anyway. Then we have crystal piece. I'm not going to take this out because it's only a little slip of a thing. You can't barely see it. It's only that thin little visor that goes around the front and a rear fog light brake for bad weather, and so there's that. And then finally we have this, which I'm not going to open up because of all the tiny bits that are going to come. We've got a screwdriver there, we've got the main engine block, which is interesting. We'll have a look at that in more detail when we come to putting that together, which is fairly early in the build, so don't miss that. There's the arms, upper lower arms, and the rear damper operating arms, the tie rods, and the front damper operating arms. No, I don't know nothing about cars, it just says it all there. I do know they're tyres, so we're cool on that front. We've got the engine mount, and we've got a proper metal steering rod by the looks of it, with an actual, yes, that's got an actual cog on the end, so it looks like it may have active steering, right. And then we've got loads of little wires and copper cables and such in there, so this is going to be a very interesting build. There's lots of stuff in there. So there we go. The only thing I didn't show you was the box. This I'll show quickly because it's a little bit remiss of me to have not done that. So let me pop them in there. It's quite a big box, as you'll see. That's the box. There's, you know, that's all there is on it. On the front, the sides is, you know, it's just, so some nice artwork, very nice artwork. Same the other side. So there you go. That is, it's quite a speedy look, but we're going on to the build. Yeah, we're going to be starting the build in the next episode. So there we go. That was the Williams FW14B. Yes, we are, as I just said there, we're going to be starting this build pretty much straight away. So I don't know how long each video is going to be. It's going to take me quite some time to build this. So I'm probably going to stick to around about no more than an hour for each episode at the most. So we'll see how it goes and see how popular it is. Don't forget to, if you know anyone that's interested in modelling and in Formula 1, get them to come and subscribe. My aim, I think I said this already, my aim is for 10 subscribers by the end of the year. It's not a big I'm not going for, you know, not going crazy, but just a sensible start. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all when we start building. Bye.